What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Back with another VPX table. This time we are revisiting Williams' Triple Strike from 1975. This is version 5.2.1 from Rod. I've covered the previous version of this table, but he's reworked it, according to the patch notes. He's reworked it, pretty much gave it a complete overhaul. So I wanted to revisit it and talk about it a little bit with you guys. So first, what I like about the way this table is presented, is the instruction card on the left that you can easily read. It's not something I've seen many authors do, and I'm pretty sure you could easily do it yourself. But I think it's a good sort of practice, because when you can make the instruction card easily readable, it makes the table a little more fun because you know what to do, right? And you can refer back to it. The instruction card will most likely be on the apron, but it's kind of hard to read. So I really like the instruction card on the back glass here, because you can still have the artwork and still include it, and it looks nice. So I did mention that in my previous video of this table, but it's worth mentioning again. So this table was designed by Steve Kordek. And Steve Kordek is basically known as the Father of Pinball, because he is the one who invented the inward-facing flippers that we know as, your standard flippers at the bottom of the playfield. And, he added the buttons so that you could control them with the buttons on the side of the table. His other innovations included drop targets and multi-ball. So if you think about it like that, drop targets, multi-ball, and flippers controlled by buttons, that's like the meat and potatoes of pinball. So really, he is like the father of pinball. He was born in Chicago, Illinois, in 1911, December 26, 1911. He lived until 100, so that's kind of crazy too, right? Like a century old. He passed away in February of 2012, so a couple of years ago. And he worked over 100 pinball machines, designing them. And when you couple those together, they made for over 180,000 units being sold. You can look at his list of pinball tables, and some of them are kind of interesting, because he also worked on that ticket dispensing machine, Tic-Tac-Toe, which I have a video for. This was back in 1996, before Williams' collapse. He's worked for a smaller company at one point, Genko, but really he stayed at Williams and Bally. Worked on a lot of electromechanicals from the early 60s. And I'm not really familiar with too many of these electromechanicals, because EMs are something I'm not really, that familiar with. But if you're an EM person, you know Steve Kordek's name. So it's amazing to kind of look at his all the tables that he's worked on. So Triple Action from 1975, which we're looking at today, I think it produced Triple Strike that we're looking at today produced about 3,000 units, 3,376 to be exact. So let's go here, and just keep in mind, look at the and one thing I want to say too is that Steve Kordek was of Polish descent, and around the time, a lot of immigrants from Poland immigrated to Chicago, and that's something that Roger Sharp was saying. He was saying that you had a lot of hardworking Polish immigrants living in Chicago at the time. So interesting that Steve Kordek was born in Chicago, and that's where pinball, took hold, as he was the father of pinball. hear the electric. Ooh, I really like this update. Really nice job by Rod. Ooh! And also with this table... Oh, I like the sounds of these poppers and these switches. So this is another solo pop bumper table. Beautiful lighting as well. Oh my gosh. Wow, no way. So we got 27,100. Well, guys, thank you for watching me play Triple Strike. This awesome bowling theme from Rod. I know the gameplay was a little short, but I wanted to revisit it. Rod had mentioned in the comments that he updated it, and so did Urko. So I hope you enjoyed the history about the designer Steve Kordek, and I love the instruction card. So until next time, catch you guys later. Take care.